Hello, Internet. So yeah, Taken for December 2014. So a lot to cover in this video because it's at the end of the month when I usually do these at the beginning of the month. Whatever. Let's get to it. So breaking it down at the beginning, parts one or part three or part one and two. So part one is basically videos I'm working on, an overview of what's been added since the last time I recorded one of these Tekens. And then part two is like anything else I didn't mention, and maybe some what I've been playing. So, videos I'm working on right now. I guess Destiny, dude. Like, I don't know if you can see the shirt, but it's the Watcher. So I've been playing a ton of Destiny. Got the weekly updates coming out. That and Zur every time he's in the tower. Like, what's he got? Those are gonna keep going until I don't know. I think I'll do this for like a year and then stop because I don't know. I want to keep doing like the weekly updates. The Zer ones, you don't really need to do video for them, but yeah, I do. So it's like content. Uh, and then I got the expansion. Play through that. So every time there's an expansion, I'll keep adding to the playthrough I have that's already on the channel. And then let's see. So I actually got to go back and change the numbering because before I had like part 37 of 37 or part 30 of 30 or whatever. So go back, change the numbering to where it's just, not of blank, or I'm sorry, not, part 7 of 8 or whatever. So that's going to be happening. So let's see, we got Destiny stuff, and then basically the new plan going into next year is basically Destiny's the main game I'm playing, and then that's like, every Tuesday I'm going to play that because that's like the only day I really have free time. That's not like it's not really the case. I mean, I podcast on Wednesday. It eats up a bit of time, but not like all my time that day. It's just I gotta figure out how to like wake up earlier on Wednesdays, unless I just like don't sleep on Wednesdays. But that wouldn't be healthy. So yeah. So like the main game's Destiny, and then I'm gonna have like another secondary game that I'm playing through, and I'll be uploading stuff from that onto the channel as well. And so my plan is for January. See, I was gonna take a break in January. I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to take a break in January, like everything that's not Destiny, and just focus on that, and then do some stuff I gotta get done. That's stupid. Whatever. Not game related. It's yeah, just never any time. It sucks. But but the plan is like Destiny is like always gonna be there. So yeah, there's that, and then like I can play. Well, I've already played through Shadow Mordor and Far Cry 4, so I know I can play through games when I'm playing Destiny all the time. Well, I'm not playing it like literally all the time as much anymore, but I'm still playing it a lot because I cut back or I only play it really. I do the daily mission and then I play every Tuesday to do all the weekly stuff when it resets, and then try to like not do it too much like I was doing the first 2 3 months or whatever. But yeah, since it's only the fourth month going into January, because September, October, November, December. Okay, this is the fifth month. Anyway, for a while there, it's just like playing it nonstop, and it's just kind of like a love and hate thing, where just like I was like really enjoying the game, but then like when something bad happened, I just like really hate it, and just yeah, I didn't want to play anymore. But yeah, Destiny, it's gonna keep going. We'll see what happens after the second expansion, because basically right now, after the first one, you can trade in the old exotics upgrades into the new damage amounts, and then you have the tower armor that you can get from the Vanguard requisitions, or Vanguard armory, whatever it's called, and it gets you to the level cap of the old level cap. So if you're playing, you don't even have to play the raid anymore. I mean, that's the other weird thing, dude, is like you go through all this stuff to get to the raid and then play through the raid, and then like the gear you get is kind of negated once the new stuff comes out. So it's like after going through that once, if that happens again, I'm just gonna be like whatever, dude, and just because it's like all that old raid gear that I worked so hard to get. My relic doesn't even have the boots still, which is hilarious. I don't want to talk about it. Whatever, it's a personal problem. So my relic doesn't even have the boots still, and then where like the new raid comes out and all the new light level cap crap comes out, and it's like, oh, I think it wasn't just that though. It's the fact that all the stuff that's the daily and weekly, the level cap goes up to 30, which is the old cap. So if you're not at the old cap before and you're still struggling to get there, I mean, yeah, they made it easy to get there by being able to just get the tower gear and get to do, yeah. But it's I don't know, man. It's like a constant game of moving goalposts where it's like preferably the ideal situation would be like new story content is always coming out, but it's not always coming out. So you're always playing the old. I just realized something. I'm sorry. This is turned into like a Destiny video. Whatever. Deal with it. But the goalposts are constantly moving, so your constant goal is okay. Well, depending on like how you play and like what your goal is different to whoever you are. But mine is basically I just want to have awesome weapons all the time, and the armor because the way the level system works, it doesn't really matter what you have because you can just get the stuff that has a light level 36. Well, 36 is the new highest ones. But you don't have to be 32 to do everything, or you don't have to be 31 to do everything. You can still be level 30 and do all the stuff. But then you have to have the expansion. So if your friends don't have it, you can't. We can play with them, but you can't play any like the new content. So it's kind of weird how that works. But as I was saying earlier, we'll see when House of Wolves comes out. So it's the same thing where it's like, okay, now you can level up your exotics to the new level cap again. Or there's tower armor that'll get you to the new level cap again. So you didn't really have to play through Creta's End however many times over. And then it's annoying because like the weapons in the raid are supposedly like, I guess it just makes it feel like everything is time limited to when it has its moment in the sun. Because if you look at the Mythoclast or you look at any of the old raid weapons that are now basically damage capped at 300, when you got the new set of legendaries that go up to 331, their base damage is 72. So if you have old legendaries just lying around that you haven't upgraded like I do, which I changed this morning because I finally upgraded all of them. All those, they're not all useless, but they're obsolete because why would you have a weapon on that does 300 damage when you can have a weapon on that does 331 damage? I mean, it's only 31 damage, but still, it kind of annoys me. I think that's the thing. It's just like the little things in this game just irk me to no end. It's always these little things. And because I played so much, it just, after enough time, it just starts to, like I said, man, it's like a love and hate relationship. Like I love playing the game, but over time, it's like all the little things just start adding up, and it's just like, it's just like driving, like, a fork against the plate, like that noise, and that, or just someone like, hey Tekken, hey Tekken, hey Chris, hey, yeah, stuff, just annoying stuff like that. That's a bad example, whatever, just this game. But I can't stop playing it because it's so good. But then, like I was saying about the story is, the story, I think the problem is that when they first showed the game, and it's like, it really felt like you can go anywhere and do anything in this massive open universe, galaxy, whatever. And then the game came out, and you can only go to Mars, and it's like that's not the whole galaxy, dudes. And it's like wait until further expansions. Ugh. So now that that's happened, you can just look at like the base game experience that you get pre expansion, because there's still people that don't have it. And yeah, if you only have the base game, pretty bare bones. Well, it's okay, I will say that the base game's bare bones because the game essentially is just grind fest, because you get to 20 and then you start getting legendary gear that'll get you to 26, and then you get raid gear which will get you to 28, right? Yeah, and once you get all raid gear it gets you to 30, or at least, or 3, hold on, boots, chest, gloves, helmet. So you need 3 force and an exotic that's not boots, because there are no exotic boots. Well, there are now, but not before. And so that'll get you to 30. But then all 30 gets you to do is the hard mode raid to get the loot from the hard mode. So the payoffs in like the leveling system as you progress, I don't know. Like I said, you get awesome stuff, but it's only going to be awesome until the next expansion. So I feel like the diminishing returns on that is it like I think to myself, is it really worth it? I'd rather be playing a game where the story was always there for me to come back to and enjoy. And with like the daily missions and the weekly strikes, I don't really care about them anymore when I'm playing through them. I'm just going through the motions of, okay, I'm going through this area, killing stuff. Or sometimes it gets to the point where you're just like, you're making jokes about everything. Because when I play with RPG, he's always like, because none of my friends, I think one, have read the Grimoire cards. So that's where all the story is and the lore and blah, blah, blah. But when you're playing it in game, in the context of the game, and it being explained in the game, just yeah, better explanations have been made in like Nintendo games. That's all I can say. Because hey Mario, I baked a cake. Come to the castle. Okay, or Princess Peach, and that's Mario 64. Like in a nutshell, he goes to the castle. She's been kidnapped. Oh no! And then, whereas here, I'm always like wondering like why? Wait, what? Who? What? Just what? Who? What? How? Who? What? When? What? Why? Yeah, just no explanation, no exposition, just I mean, you can go back to one of the first story missions when you're speaking to the speaker? Yeah, the speaker, and he's all like, I could tell you about blah 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 blah, the battle, the traveler, last breath, blah blah blah. I could tell you blah blah blah, and it's like, but dude, you could tell me. There's so much time. Why not just tell me? And I can come back to you in the tower anytime to tell me. But he never tells you. Ever. And then the other thing, I'm sorry to get on like this whole tangent on Destiny, dude. I guess I just need to like vent about this game because I haven't played it like too much, I will say. Too effing much. I need to take a break. But I can't stop. Anyway. So, wait, was I about to talk about the whole... Oh, I could tell you something. Oh, yeah, dude. The other thing is like the end goal. Like flipping, there isn't one. There is no like end game. I mean, there's the raid, and like the way it is in like the expansion is better because it's essentially the raid is like the end of the story arc that you get in the 3 expansion missions preceding it. But if you look at the context of those missions, it doesn't make any sense of how the raid can occur because if Crota is existing, even though you destroyed his soul, you destroyed his sword, his teeth, his hands, his eyes, his other stuff I can't think of. Like, you have wrecked that dude, and he is still in a summoning crystal, and you go there. Oh, his soul, like, yeah, his soul is like in a crystal. He destroyed the crystal. How's he get away? Maybe I need to read the grimoire, whatever, and then you go to the moon, and then you push the what is it? What was I calling it? Doorbell. The summoning crystal doorbell, and just go like ding dong, and then like he comes down, like whatever, dude. Just yeah, just whatever. It's like I think that's the thing. It's like the bar for me in my brain of like what I expect from a game when I'm playing it for like story and stuff is like so much higher than like what I'm getting. But the gameplay is so good, and just like it's like why can't it be both ways? Why can't I have it both ways? I want to have my cake and eat it too, but. That said, though, I mean, no other game has hooked me like this game to where I just keep coming back for more and just cannot put it down. And just, I play through missions hundreds of times over after playing through them, or strikes. Well, I don't do strikes anymore because it's like you only do strikes really when you need. If you want to like level up your crypt arc, you will do that because it's super fast. You can just get a ton of engrams and just like turn them in, or just get a ship because that's where the ships drop randomly, or maybe an exotic, or I mean. I wouldn't play the strikes for exotics because you'll be playing all day long if you want to hope for an exotic drop or a legendary engram drop. I'm over drops, whatever, but I've got a good gear, so I'm good. But yeah, it's like everything. I guess that's like why I appreciate the game is like everything has its reason of like why you would play it, because I mean strikes aren't just for the stuff I just said. You also get the marks, and from the marks you can get the legendary armor with legendary weapons. So it's like a tortoise versus the hare. I like to give this analogy for this game. You can do things to get by ahead faster, but at the end of the day, the people who are playing less fast as you will always be at pretty much the same level. There is no real like benefit to playing all the time, which is what I learned the hard way. Because I was playing this game nonstop, but I was like, how am I not progressing faster than everybody? Because there's so much friction of just the way they designed the game to just. I don't want to say hold you back, but it's just, there is no, if you're always playing the game, it's not going to be beneficial towards your, trending this way towards the end where your friends are just like, can't, no, it's not gonna work like that. It's just, I guess they just really balanced it. 'Cause, I've been playing a ton and I'm still not. And then, like, the way they've done it, like, with the radiant charge and energy, yeah, good, have fun with that, just. And that's why, I'm cool with, like, being at level 31 or whatever for however long, because you don't need to be at level 32. It's like, all you get from that is being able to do the raid on hard mode, which gets you hard mode gear, which is relevant until the next expansion. And then after that, it'll be obsolete, just like all the Vault Glass gear. I'm assuming this. We'll see if it actually happens that way. But if it does, well, guess what? Tekken was right. Surprise, surprise. And then also, I mean, the thing okay. The other tangent I wanted to go on is about, like, the end goal, if there not being one. It's kind of ethereal and vaporous, because there's, story content every, who knows when the next expansion is. And then when it comes out, who knows how good it'll be. But, okay, that aside, I mean, there was, like, some cool side quests, like the Earn quest from Zur, that was cool. But, it's like, you gotta take the good with the bad. So it's like, as cool as that, like, bounty is, you have, I mean, Eris gives you bounties, but then it's just like the Vanguard bounties. You get the same bounties, and they just rotate, and you do them over and over and over again. And after you've done them all, it's like, well, guess what? You'll be doing these all until the next expansion. And then, well, I guess you won't, actually, because you'll only do it until she's level 4, and then you can get all the stuff from her. So, yeah. But, the other thing for, like, the end game is, like, if you're not playing PvP, you're not doing Iron Banner, which I'm not, it's kind of negating the, why would I even care about this? Because, I mean, not negating, it just even more highlights that, because if I have, like, super awesome armor that's got really high armor stats, or, like, the highest that you can get from the raid, and then I have, like, the highest, actually, I guess that's not true about the weapons, because even if you don't have the expansion, you can still get, the old legendaries to drop with the new stats of 272 base damage that go up to 331, so that's not really, I guess that's a smart move by them to balance everything. So, like, as far as offense goes anyway, defense, though, you're effed, because there's no, I mean, the exotic pieces, but you can only have one. They do have as much as the new raid gear, but you can only have one, like I said. So if you have someone that has, like, full raid gear, and then an exotic that's level 32 versus someone without the expansion that's, like, going up against them at level 31, yeah, they can cap at 31 with the, yeah. Because if they have tower gear plus an exotic, that'd be 31, right? Yeah. So 31 versus 32, and you're an Iron Banner. I mean, already there. I mean, I haven't played PvP and I haven't played Iron Banner, so I don't know how, like, just how extensive the advantage that the person with the Iron Banner gear, I'm sorry, the better gear from the raid and stuff would have against the non-expansion person, but on paper, it seems like not an even fight. But I don't really care about PvP, I'm just saying, that's maybe the route they want you to go with, but it's like, I would like to see more Queen's Bounty stuff. But yeah, I'm done Destiny, and I kind of ruined the chat with Tekken. This is going to be part 1, because apparently Destiny is on my mind, and I just stream of consciousness right there. Sorry about that. But yeah, videos I'm working on Destiny, so Zur stuff, weekly update. I also have some, I don't know, some I've been recording some video of, like, playing, just to, like, try to get some, like, guides, and, like, try to I don't know why I'm moving my hands. I'm trying to think of, like, what I'm going to say, but it's like, there's a lot of stuff to do in Destiny. It's not super hard, but if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy. You just gotta, like, go through do, like, little, or just, like, yeah, if you, like, gotta have a routine, and, like, once you got your routine down, you're good. Because, like, for me, I've gone through the raid with all my characters this week, except for my hunter. And then I only did the Vault Glass on hard with my Warlock, or even on normal with my Warlock, because he still needs the boots. And then when I got the boots, I'm done with Vault Glass. I'm like, F Vault Glass. Well, I'm not done with it, because we almost had Flawless Raider, and I'm going to upload it. And we got to the platform section. Nobody had died. We got to the platform section, and someone fell off into the bottomless pit. So yeah. That said, I foresee Crota's end being very, if you can get through the Thrall Maze without dying. Well, I guess eventually you would be. So you'll be so high level, the Thralls wouldn't be anything. So I see eventually, like, that would be an even easier one to get the Flawless Raider on. The Vault Glass is like, psh, dude, we totally just destroyed that. And then we got to the platforms. Someone fell and it's like, no. Oh, it was great. It was great. It was fun. But yeah, Destiny. F the haters. I love that game. Even though I will, point out the inconsistencies or irks me from time to time, I still love it. I mean, love, hate, whatever. Just I still love it. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the game of the year, but it's one of the funnest games I've played all year. That's for sure. Yeah, the moments in the raid, playing with 5 other people, and just what other game can you do that in? And then like the thrilling moments of victory and like the agonizing defeat of like bosses having like a pixel of health and you almost beat them, and it's just like when you get Crota down and he's like so close to dead, and then the sword bearer dies, and then Oversoul comes on and you can't kill it. It's just like the high highs and the low lows. Or when you destroy Atheon and he like drops a bunch of awesome stuff, or you kill Crota and he drops a bunch of awesome stuff, or you just get an awesome drop. Just wow, I just talked about Destiny for over 10 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Alright, that's it for part 1. I'm gonna end it here. Let me think of anything else I'm working on as far as videos. But Destiny is for sure a stay. Wow, there's a word I wanted to say there. A stay something something. A stay something something. On the channel for the foreseeable future. I guess we'll see as like far as games as are coming out next year, because I plan to be getting more games next year. So that's another thing. It's like the goals next year are play more games, play more retro games, get all that content on the channel, and like figure it out how to get it on the channel in a timely manner without disrupting like what I'm already doing. And my Shadow of Mordor, I've got a playthrough that on my Twitch. It just for some reason it doesn't want to export to YouTube, so I'm hoping in the future there's a feature where you can download your streams that you've already archived on Twitch, and then I can just upload them to YouTube. But until then, I just have a bunch of stuff archived on Twitch. That's not a bunch, but there's some stuff that's archived there that's not up on here, and some of it's like Grand Theft Auto stuff, so it's like licensed music. I'm not gonna do something stupid like export it to here when it's gonna get content ID flagged or give me a copyright strike. So F that. And then Far Cry 4 is done. I just need to re-render a bunch of it. It's kind of stupid. What happened with Far Cry 4? So I learned my lesson that my computer's not fast enough. That well, I don't know if it's not fast enough, but my Elgato, I tried to record it in 1080p, and so the files are pretty huge. They're not that bad, but they're pretty big, so it's gonna take a while to upload that. And that if you don't convert them and you just upload them uncompressed, well, not uncompressed, but like I don't know what the term is, but you just have like the raw video before you put it through a rendering. That's how I usually upload my videos. I don't really edit them after the fact and then put them through post processing, rendering, blah blah blah. It's just as it is, like what you see is what you get. So the Far Cry 4 is doing that in 1080p, but like the first few ones I was uploading, I was getting like these stupid errors. So they eventually did upload though, but I was like, dude, this is gonna take forever. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back through and just re-render them, then upload them, because that usually for some reason like when I do that, it'll upload faster. So I've learned that now. And then also like some of them tended to be longer than what I wanted them to be. Like I try to go for like 30 minutes. Like that is like the length I shoot for. But then I kept going over, so it'll be up eventually. I don't have a timetable of when it'll be out, but yeah. And then like the first 5 I put up, like a bunch got flipping content ID'd by stupid crap. So that's your thing. 2015, dude, is like I might just do videos without any background music or without audio, just to be like, go, you know what, YouTube? How about that? How about I just want to put this video up and I can't get around any of this stuff, but I guess I have no choice but to take out all the music, because apparently that's just the way it should be, because everyone wants to slice that YouTube ad revenue, and just no matter how small it is, just don't get me started. All right, but yeah, Shadow Mordor is done. I exported some of them onto here. I might put part 6 on here because the finale is pretty cool if I can get it exported. Far Cry 4, Witcher coming, and then Wow, I completely didn't stop the video, did I? I'm trying to get done with part one, which is like what I'm working on, and then I guess I'll come back with the like overview of what's been uploaded since the last video. But like, well, I guess this year thing is like it's like the year end, dude. So I gotta like recap and then talk about stuff I want to do next year. So there's that stuff, and then also the goal would be as I'm playing Destiny all the time, and then I'm playing through stuff on the side. I want to also do like reviews on the stuff I'm playing. So it's like once I finish it, I will do a review and then upload the playthrough and then the review. I'm not sure if I should do that in like reverse order. I probably put them up at the same time, but it's probably faster to do a review first and then playthrough because the review is like one part and then the playthrough is like multiple parts. So that's the goal too. So yeah, but I have so many files on my hard drive. I need to like just go through and just that's why I want to take January off because it's just like I gotta go through and like all these videos and clear out all these files and manual PC maintenance is a B. But yeah, man. Other stuff coming. Oh wait, yeah, other stuff is coming because I did pick up. So yeah, PlayStation TV. I mean, the compatibility list is crap, but there's still stuff on there I can get videos of to make Vita stuff. Like I couldn't get video footage before, or PSP because you can play PSP games on Vita. But yeah, man. Oh, I did have this super crazy. So something I was teasing a couple videos ago or months ago, I don't remember. I was saying like I had this like secret project, blah blah blah. What I was gonna do is I was gonna do something to where it would be similar to the Feminist Frequency, where she's always like highlighting games of misogyny in games, blah blah. But it'd be like more on the positive side of, hey, this is an awesome game with a female protagonist. Of games like Mirror's Edge or Beyond Good and Evil, Walking Dead 2 or Season 2, stuff like that. So that might still be coming, but I wanted to have like, well, I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want someone to steal my idea, but yeah, something like that. So there's more stuff. I'm sure I will probably talk about this in my 2015 video that I'll be doing in a couple days because I don't want to do it all in a couple. Well, I might do it tomorrow, whatever, dude. Like just cause that's the thing is like I have all these ideas but I never write them down. So that's another thing I need to do is like get a notepad so I can like write these all down every time I have an idea, and then I'll have some. Cause if I try to use Word files sometimes and like type them, but then I forget what I name them, and it's just I go to my documents and there's a ton of files there, and it's just like Okay, this is the end of part one. I'm getting super off topic, and I think I did just wrap up everything I'm working on. Yeah, just more videos all the time, streaming, always streaming. See, that's the thing is like I kind of want to be streaming more, but if I'm streaming more, I don't know if I could do like video reviews and stuff because I'd have to get the footage that's archived, export it over to YouTube, download it, and then it's just this whole thing. But then actually it's not that crazy because there are still programs that you can like record as you stream. So I don't know. It's like if I do a playthrough, review, and a stream, it's harder than just doing a review and a playthrough. But I always want to be streaming next year. I don't always want to, like, I always want to be streaming when I'm playing. I don't want to, like, be doing stuff offline and then upload it and then, yeah, I don't know. That's the goal. It's like always be streaming next year because, gotta grow my base and all that stuff or whatever. That's the other thing is like there's a bunch of like YouTube guidelines and I want to have like a video series of like going through all of them on my channel and to be like, okay, let's see if this works. And be like, okay, channel trailer, let's do it. And then like make a channel trailer, whatever. I kind of just want to do it to like make fun of the whole YouTube thing because it's kind of funny to me when I go through the YouTube Academy and there's like all these videos on there and I'm not going to touch it now, but it's like, yeah, just it seems very, very easy to parody. I'm just for lack of a better term, it's just yeah. Anyway, I think that's everything. That's everything that's important for this part one of like, on topic views I'm working on. And then coming back on this other side of this video, sorry, this is 30 minutes long, of what's been uploaded since last time I went again after this.